Will the market go up or down? Should you lock in or float? Find out this and more with Master of the Markets, hosted by Barry Habib of MBS Highway. Brought to you by Caliber Home Loans. At Caliber Wholesale, our products make us different, and our people make us great. Caliber Home Loans Incorporated is an industry product leader with a full offering of core conventional and government products, coupled with our innovative non-agency portfolio lending products. Contact us to learn more.
Welcome to another edition of Master of the Markets. I'm Barry Habib at MBS Highway. This is created exclusively for Mortgage News Network and brought to you by our friends at Caliber Home Loans. So Janet Yellen, highly anticipated. What would she say? Well, she came to Jackson Hole with a message, and it was highly anticipated because both her two highest ranking Fed officials under her, Bill Dudley and Stanley Fischer, had said that it appears that it's time to hike rates, and maybe September was indeed an option that was out there on the table. Given that, maybe Janet Yellen would finally show a little backbone and stop being the girl who cried wolf. But what happened? Well, as has been the case, Janet Yellen, very wishy-washy, very non-committal. Yeah, maybe we can do it. We have the tools if it's needed. Just really non-committal. As a result, markets took this to mean that the Fed will not be hiking rates in September, maybe not for quite some time. Stocks on a big rally. Bonds actually like it, but bonds like it because there was a bad GDP number and gross domestic product acting poorly. Did say, hey, things as far as inflationary pressures will be kept down. So the bond market did like that as well. So it's a pretty good day on Friday. Says as far as what to expect in the week ahead. Well, we're in a situation right now where the Fed is currently putting themselves in this position where they're propping up the stock market, and at already frothy levels. If indeed the Fed does have to start hiking, it could potentially put the markets in a position, the stock market at least, for a larger tumble. The Fed's very good at creating bubbles, and you'd have to wonder, are they indeed creating yet another bubble where we will see a huge correction or a huge tumble? Now, if that were to be the case, bonds would benefit and money would go into the bond market. As far as the other thing that's out there right now, the Fed's been kind of hiding behind this cloak of, there's not enough inflation out there. Well, a couple of things. Inflation, we look at the PCE, and that's what we're going to see this week. That's what the Fed's favored measure of inflation is. And that's been running very low at 1.6% for the core, which strips out food and energy. But the CPI, which we're starting to see even Fed members now bring up CPI, like Stanley Fischer, saying that CPI, that's well above 2%. It's been above 2% for 9 consecutive months. And the Fed's target is presumably 2%. Why are we looking at that? I mean, heck, CPI, the Consumer Price Index, that takes into consideration rents. It takes into, to a greater degree, it takes into consideration out-of-pocket medical costs. I mean, hey, these are real-life situations, a much better indicator, yet the Fed hides behind PCE. But here's the thing about inflation, is that it has been held lower because of lower energy prices, lower oil prices. Now, I know when we look at the core, you might say, well, Barry, doesn't that strip out food and energy, so shouldn't energy be out of there? Yes, you're correct, but remember that energy prices are kind of stealthily in a lot of things. It goes into the cost of manufacturing. It goes into the cost of transportation. So energy prices are indeed a part of even the core rate. So when you see energy prices today compared to a year ago, they appear lower. But as we move towards the end of this year, in a few months, and if energy prices, say for a barrel of oil on West Texas Intermediate, WTI, stay at these levels, they will, believe it or not, actually be higher than they were a year ago. So that will actually push inflation a little bit higher. If you have continued job growth, stronger inflation, the Fed's got to at that point start to say, hey, we can't hide anymore and perhaps make a move. And they've already pushed the stock market higher. Could be very interesting times. The Fed without backbone, Janet Yellen, zero backbone, potentially now causing yet another bubble. It will be interesting. And of course, this week, let's keep a close watch on that PCE, personal consumption expenditure, see if that makes a move off the 1.6%. Hey, sign up for MBS Highway, take the free trial, buy it for yourself. You're in a big money business. You need this stuff every day to talk to your customers and figure out where rates are headed, where the real estate market's headed, and what to do in the future. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Your reputation with your referring business partners depends largely on the lenders you recommend. This is why you'll want to choose a partner who shares your commitment to customer service. At Caliber Home Loans, our products make us different and our people make us great. A leading product innovator. In addition to our core conventional, government, and jumbo loans, we've created our own non-agency portfolio lending products. These enable you to assist creditworthy clients who can demonstrate the ability to repay. To learn more, visit us online at caliberwholesale.com.
This is Mortgage News Network.